The following is a presentation of WGAA Sports.
Cedartown High School basketball.
He ducks it! Lays it up. Got it! Three-pointer try. Yes!
Cedartown wins!
It's time for Cedartown High School Bulldogs basketball right here on WGAA 106.1 FM and AM 1340. Broadcasting online at WGAAradio.com and streaming on the TuneIn Radio app and Facebook Live. And now, let's head down to courtside for today's action.
Welcome into Cedartown High School basketball here on the Big AA. We are stopping to hopefully have the national anthem play here in a moment. Nobody seems to know what to do, so we'll see if we can get that to go. Ooh. Tell you what we'll do. We're going to take a break here and come back here. Here we go. Here's the Star Spangled Banner. Let's listen in. Ladies and gentlemen, I think they heard that Star Spangled Banner in Rockmart. Welcome into Cedartown High School basketball here on the Big AA, 106.1 FM and AM 1340. And there it goes again. Happy to be along with you here from CHS as we open up region play here tonight. The Cedartown Bulldogs and the Lady Bulldogs and the Northwest Whitfield Lady Bruins.
Northwest Whitfield Lady Bruins.
Let's listen into the announcements.
Number 3, Kay Baker. Number 5, Pender.
That's Sloan Pender.
Number 22, White.
Number 22, Callie White.
Number 32,
25, Lexi
Manning.
Lyon. And number 32, I think that's going to be Libby Lee.
And the starting 5 for our Lady Bulldogs. Number 2, Marin Barrow.
Marin Barrow gets the start for the Lady Bulldogs.
Number 4, Asia Ware.
And Asia Ware, number 4, gets the nod.
Number 5, Haven Barclay.
Haven Barclay also with a start.
Number 11, Leah Washington.
Leah Washington and
Number 21,
Chastity Washington. So there's your starting 5 for the Lady Bulldogs. Andrew Carter along with Sam Branch here from CHS. And the Lady Dogs looking for that first win of the season.
They are. This officially opens region play for the Lady Dogs, and they are looking to pick up that first win. They are 0-9 on the season. Northwest Whitfield comes into tonight's game 5-7. This should open region play for them as well, I believe.
I believe we all open up region play at the same time.
So both teams looking to pick up a region opening win for the season. Lady Dogs will be dressed in their home white uniforms trimmed in red and black. Red numerals, red letters, and Northwest Whitfield will be in their road uniforms, which are very reminiscent of the old school Denver Broncos colors, the blue and orange and white, and then the numerals and letters are in orange. For this afternoon's call of Lady Dogs basketball here from CHS, Andrew Carter.
Kennedy Baker jumping, and it goes to Cedartown. The pass goes down to Asia Ware, and she was knocked over to the floor, goes out of bounds, and no foul was called there. We'll see if it's going to be that kind of a game where they let them play. It's out of bounds off Northwest Whitfield. Cedartown will have possession. Leah Washington looking to give it inbounds. They get it in to Chastity Washington. Shot up and no good. Rebound taken by Northwest Whitfield. Lady Bruins, number 32, Libby Lee gives off to number 5. That's Sloan Pender. Pender left side pass. She'll drive it in the paint. Jumper is up. It is good, and Northwest Whitfield draws first blood. It's 2-0 here early.
Yeah, Kennedy Baker was able to score that one for Northwest. They take an early lead.
Here come the Lady Bulldogs. Asia Ware was a little contact there, but no foul. I think it was mostly ball, though, as Northwest Whitfield takes it over. They'll pass to the left corner. Now top of the key. It's number 5, Sloan Pender again. She'll set up her offense. Cedartown in a 2-free front. They'll try a straightaway 3 from a long way off. It's no good. Rebound taken by Northwest Whitfield. Back to the center now outside. They'll check another 3. It's up, and it is no good as well. Rebound taken by Marin Barrow, who was jumping at the line for Cedartown to start the game. Here is Haven Barclay now. Barclay top of the key. She'll back up. Now she'll drive in the paint, and she's going to be fouled by Northwest Whitfield.
Andrew, it looks like they're going to get number 25. That's Lexi Lyon. That's her first of the evening, and they're going to call that on the floor, so Cedartown will not get a chance to go to the foul line.
Barrow looking to check it in, and she will check it in off of a defender. It goes out of bounds, so they'll reset the 5-second clock. And Marin looking for somebody open. The sophomore will check it in to Washington. Chastity Washington shot up and no good. Rebound goes to the Lady Bruins, number 3. That's Kennedy Baker. And Baker will bring it down the floor. Reset goes left side. They'll check a 3 from over there, and it's good. Number 25, Lexi Lyon, makes the 3, and it's now a 5-0 lead for the Lady Bruins. Barrow stops. She'll have to pass. Goes to Cedartown's number 5. They're going to call Cedartown on a charge there. It was an offensive foul there on Haven Barclay, her first. I think they said she put her elbow into it. Sloan Pender will get the inbounds pass for Northwest Whitfield. 5-0 lead. Lady Bruins over the Lady Bulldogs here. Pass goes over to number 22. She'll dribble around. Goes back outside. They'll try another three-pointer. It's up. It's no good off the back of the rim. Rebound taken by the Lady Bruins. They'll take it over again, and it's Libby Lee. And a pass intercepted there by Chastity Washington. One person to beat. Washington takes it, and she lost the handle, goes out of bounds. It will be Lady Bruins basketball.
Yeah, Washington just lost it underneath. She had one person to beat. They made contact underneath, and it went out of bounds. Northwest will take over. Just under 5 minutes to play, or just under 6 minutes to play. 5-0 your score. Lady Bruins out to an early lead.
Bounce right side pass to Kennedy Baker. Baker goes over here. Now the pass goes to number 25, Lexi Lyon. And back outside the line. Lyon dribbles, puts up the shot. It is no good. Rebound taken underneath. It's up and good on the lay-in from number 3, Kennedy Baker.
Yeah, that's Kennedy's second basket of the evening. The sophomore point guard has some height advantage over our Lady girls.
Pass intercepted there by Northwest Whitfield. Sloan Pender backs up outside the perimeter. Now goes to the top of the key, drives in the paint, goes back outside, fakes the 3. Now she'll drive. Layup is up. It is no good. Rebound taken by Haven Barclay for Cedartown, and a timeout called by the coach for the Cedartown Bulldogs. We'll take it with them with 5:14 to go here in the first. It's a 7-0 lead for Northwest Whitfield. We'll come back in just a moment here on the Big AA.
Are you ready for steel? Equipment, that is. At Croker's Hardware in Cedartown, we've got all the steel equipment. Blowers and shredder vacs, chainsaws, augers and drills, trimmers and brush cutters. We're very proud to be a retailer for the steel product line. As an independent dealer, we can provide many services that the big box chain stores just can't match. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff is always ready to help you select the equipment that meets your specific needs. So call Croker's for a steel today. That's 770-748-4842 to learn more about steel in Cedartown.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big AA.
Northwest leads at 7-0 here, and Cedartown will have the inbounds pass. Goes into from Marin Barrow to Haven Barclay, and now back to Barrow. Barrow will come across the timeline. She'll pass to Barclay. Barclay drives, backs it up, now gives to Barrow. Fakes the three. Now she'll drive from the free throw line up and no good. Rebound will be taken by Northwest Whitfield. Here comes number 22. That's Callie White. White will go into the paint. She'll feed to the left side. A jumper up and no good. Rebound will be taken by Northwest Whitfield. She was out of bounds, but no call. And still a scramble for the ball. Cedartown finally does get it. And it's still a scramble, and a jump ball will be called. And possession arrow, I believe, will stay with Northwest. Can't really see the score table from this position here.
Chastity Washington getting on the floor there for the Lady Dogs, continuing that tenacity that we've seen from her all season long in the hustle for this Lady Dogs team.
With 4 on the clock, they get it inbounds. Number 5, Pender. Pender puts up the shot. It rings out, no good. Rebound will be taken by the Lady Bulldogs. It'll be number 4, Asia Ware, and she had it taken right out of her hands. Kennedy Baker will lay it in uncontested for a 9-0 lead.
That's her third basket of the afternoon so far. She's definitely somebody the Lady Dogs are going to have to shut down.
Barclay passes to Barrow. Now back to Barclay again as they cross the timeline. The pass goes over to Leah Washington on the right wing. Washington lobs a pass over here to Barrow again. Jumper is no good, off the mark. Rebound will be taken by them. We actually saved it from going out of bounds. They've got numbers on the other end. Number 3, Kennedy Baker will pass top of the key, and they'll try a long three-pointer, and it's good. Number 32, Libby Lee with a three-pointer, and just like that, it is 12-0.
Northwest not afraid to shoot that long ball. That's the second three that they've shot tonight, and shot successfully. As that goes out of bounds, that should stay with the Lady Dogs. 3:47 left to play here in this opening period. Once again, Lady Dogs looking to pick up their first win of the season and a win in region play.
24 on the 35-second clock. Asia Ware was in trouble, and it was ripped right out of her hands. Again, ball control has been a problem.
She got double teamed down there and just did not have any help on that baseline.
Three-pointer try up, good. Number 22 is Callie White, and they're piling it on now, 15-0.
Yeah, Callie White is the senior point guard, and she has been around for this Northwest Whitfield team for a while. She is definitely a leader on the floor for the Lady Bruins.
Chastity Washington had the shot blocked out of bounds, and she got a pass from Barrow. And Cedartown would have an inbounds pass under the basket. 3:16 to play here in the first quarter.
Lady Dogs are without Anna Kate Bussey tonight. She is on the bench for the Lady Dogs, but not dressed out and on crutches. Seem to be favoring either a knee or an ankle on that right side.
Barrow's going to lob it in. Nobody there. There was a bunch of holding and pushing, and Lady Bruins are able to get to it. There's a layup. It's up and in. No foul called on Washington as there was contact there. And it's going to be 17-0 Northwest Whitfield.
Thankful for the no call there on that one. That was a block if I've ever seen one.
Barclay passes to Barrow now. Barrow spins outside the three-point line, goes back to Barclay. Haven, the sophomore, backs it up from the right corner. 15 on the 35. Pass goes to Barrow again. Barrow passes to Ware in the paint, back outside to Maren Barrow. She'll try a three. It's no good, but she was called for the travel anyway.
Well, it looks like that's what they're trying to do, is trying to get Barrow open on the perimeter so that she can take some long shots. That's the second or third time they've targeted her out there. The first time, of course, she just stepped in through the three-point line, took a little shot and missed, but there she got called for the travel. So the Lady Dogs will turn it over.
Sloan Pender will bring it down the floor, past the timeline, top of the key. Left side pass goes to Harris. And all the way underneath, up and no good, and a foul called on, I believe, Chastity Washington, number 21. And it will be on her first. It'll send to the line, number 5, Sloan Pender.
Pender's first trip to the free throw line tonight, the first trip for anybody to the free throw line tonight. Pender already with a basket to her name, and that first shot is up and in.
Makes it 18-0, Northwest Whitfield on top. Lady Dogs have yet to break into the score column. 2:27 to play here in the first. Second free throw is up. It's good as well. 19-0 the score, and a couple of subs coming in. Kaylee Gimby will come into the game, number 23. And Lady Dogs will check it in. Goes into Haven Barclay from Maren Barrow. Now Barrow gets the pass from Barclay. Still yet to cross the timeline. Now we do. The pass goes back to Barclay. Ball knocked loose. Northwest Whitfield with it, but ball knocked loose again. There's Washington up and no good, and she draws contact. They're going to get, I think, number 32
Number 33,
33.
actually.
It'll be Maya Triana, the freshman center. And Leah Washington, the freshman for us, will go to the line. First free throw up. It rings out no good.
Washington looking to put some points on the board for the Lady Dogs. They trail 19-0 with just over 2 minutes to play here in period number 1.
Second one is up, and it's also no good. Rebound will be taken by Northwest Whitfield. Number 11, Lindsey Harris, will bring it down the floor now. They've subbed out some people, and we got another reach-in foul there on Washington. That's her second. Team foul number 3 for the Lady Bulldogs here. And it goes on the inbounds pass, number 22, Callie White, who had a three-pointer a few moments ago. White will pass to the left side. They got it to Triana. Now back they go, number 23, Gimby. Now inside the paint, puts up the jumper. It's good. She kind of pump faked there, Lindsey Harris, and got it to go. It's 21-0, Northwest Whitfield.
Yeah, good little move there by Harris.
There's Washington up and no good. Rebound taken by the Lady Bruins. That was Chastity Washington with the attempt. And here comes number 23 out to the right side. Three-pointer up and no good. Rebound taken underneath. Another jumper no good, and Barrow gets the rebound. So back to the Lady Bulldogs here, and here comes Haven Barclay, who got the pass.
Good block there by Barrow on that shot by the Lady Bruins, able to get a turnover, hopefully turn it into points.
Marin Barrow passes left side, got it to Asia Ware. Back to Barrow again. She'll set for a three. It's no good. Off the mark a bit. Rebound taken by Northwest Whitfield and number 3, Kennedy Baker. She'll feed back behind her. Screens her for a three. It's up and no good from number 22, Callie White. Rebound taken by Leah Washington, and a foul will be called on the Lady Bruins.
Yeah, that's number 33, Triana. That is her second foul, and we've got some subs coming in for Northwest. It looks like number 14 will check in, number 4 will check in, and I believe number 34 will check in. So wholesale subs for Northwest as we are under a minute to play now here in period number 1.
Pass goes to Chastity Washington. Washington will try a kind of an off-balance three. She gets, or rather her sister gets the rebound. She'll try one. It's up and no good. And the rebound will be taken by Kaylee Gimby. Gimby will back it up. Top of the key. Passes right side 34. And number 14 now, Allura McClure, puts up a jumper. It's up and no good. It'll be taken by Chastity Washington with 25 seconds to go. Chastity will give it now to Haven Barclay. Barclay across the timeline, passes right side, goes to Asia Ware. She'll try a three, and it's good off the glass. Cedartown's first basket here with 15 seconds keeps us from having a goose egg in the first quarter. It's 21-3 with 10 seconds to go. Number 34, who I don't have on the roster, number 4, Rachel Edwards now passes. They go outside again, Edwards. Edwards stops, now backs up. Number 34 again from the three. It's good at the buzzer. 24-3 at the end of one period of play. We'll come back with the second quarter after this 60-second break here on the Big Double A.
Bradford's Drug Store on North Main Street in Cedartown is your locally owned and operated Good Neighbor Pharmacy. Bradford's accepts most prescription plans, and remember Bradford's for all of your gift and decor needs. Bradford's pharmacist takes time to get to know you, explain your medication, and answer any questions that you may have. Go by and see Bill Brewster and all the fine folks at Bradford's the next time you need a prescription filled. Also use their convenient drive-thru. Bradford's Drug Store, 500 North Main Street, Cedartown, 770-748-3100. And all the folks at Bradford say, go Dogs.
Rocky and Patty Tillery, 2 Cedartown High School graduates, and they stayed right here in the county and went into business. They employ right at 100 people, and they've been doing that for a long time. Most of their work is from out of the county, but they want to push our youngsters here, no matter what they're doing, Little League, Pony League, high school baseball, basketball, football, and soccer, and that's Polk County Public Service. They appreciate serving you.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big Double A.
Region opener for the Lady Bulldogs, and right now the Lady Bruins lead 24-3. Aisha Ware with Cedartown's first basket a few moments ago. Got Cedartown's first points. It's now 24-3. Inbounds pass goes into Haven Barclay, and we're back underway here in the second period. Give it now to from Barclay to number 2, Marin Barrow. She's going to have to pass it now. Goes to Asia Ware. They get it to Leah Washington, top of the key. Now goes to Chastity, her sister. Chastity drives, dribbled off her foot, goes out of bounds, and goes back to the Lady Bruins.
As you mentioned, Andrew, Asia broke the scoreless streak for the Lady Dogs with a three-pointer, but Northwest is no stranger to the three. They have hit 4 threes in this first half of action so far, and that has helped contribute to this big 24-3 lead as the Lady Dogs have a steal.
That's Chastity Washington steals a pass, and she'll lob one in underneath. Tried to get it to Barrow, and I think Barrow got fouled on a reach from behind.
Yeah, they got number 34 on that. She came over her back, smacked her pretty hard. So that'll be her first team foul on Northwest in this second period. Lady Dogs will get it underneath their own basket.
Try to get it into Leah Washington and then to Haven Barclay, and she lost the handle. Number 34 now has it outside. Right side pass goes number 23. That's Gimby. Gimby goes all the way in and puts it up and in on a little wheel route around and underneath in the basket, or in the paint rather, and it's now 26-3 with 6:57 to play. Haven Barclay, top of the key. Left side pass to Barrow, wide open from 3. Good.
Barrow finally able to connect from one beyond the arc. Like I said, I feel like that's what they've been trying to do so far tonight, and this is the first time that it's been successful. 26-6 your score.
Gimby passes to Lee, and Chastity Washington steals another one. Washington all by herself, lays it up and in.
Yep, she got fouled, but they didn't call it, but that's okay. We'll take the 2.
It's now 26-8. Lady Dogs showing some signs of life here in the second period.
Also showing some signs of being aggressive on defense.
Right side pass, number 32. That's Libby Lee. Libby Lee will take it all the way underneath. It's off the mark. Rebound taken. And I think everybody thought play was going to stop, but Cedartown able to keep it from going out of bounds. Here's Barclay at the top of the key. Haven will pass to the left side. Got it to Asia Ware. Now to Barrow. Barrow, left wing, will back it up and go back to the top of the key. Chastity Washington now. Chastity driving. Backs up. Has nowhere to go with it. Now goes to Barrow. Barrow will check a 3 straight away. That's good off the glass. It's now 26-11. Lady Dogs are outscoring the Lady Bruins here in the second period.
Well, and it seems like here, at least within the last minute and a half or so, they've had an answer for the Lady Bruins on defense.
No good on the three-pointer attempt, but the putback by number 34 is good. And it's now 28-11. Nobody home to rebound underneath for the Lady Bulldogs there. And here comes Haven Barclay.
Not only were they not there to rebound, but they were not there to box out once number 34 was able to get the rebound and take it hard straight up to the glass.
To Barrow now, and Barrow called for the travel, or a double dribble. It will be a travel from the near side referee. 5:15 to go in the first half. 28-11 as the Lady Bruins have a big lead early. Here comes number 5. That's Sloan Pender. Pender sets up at the top of the key. Now goes left side. Now back to the center. Sloan Pender drives. Give it outside. They're going to call Pender for a travel. And Cedartown will take the ball over.
Good way to force a turnover there for the Lady Dogs. Now, once again, what you have to do is capitalize on those opportunities and turn those turnovers into points.
Haven Barclay will try to cross the timeline. She will. She'll pass intercepted, try to get it to Asia Ware, and it was off the mark. Here comes Kennedy Baker. The jumper is up, and that's no good, and Barclay gets the rebound. So Cedartown getting a board here off of a turnover. Neutralizes that turnover for now. To the left side here is Washington. Chastity Washington goes back to Barrow on the left wing. They go underneath. Leah Washington's shot is no good. She gets fouled.
I tell you what, though, that was a very well executed play for our Lady Dogs offense. That's what they were trying to do, is they did something with intention, which is something that we talked about in the last broadcast. So Washington will go to the free throw line for the first time tonight. The foul was called on number 11 for Northwest. That's Lindsey Harris. That's her first of the night.
First free throw from Leah Washington does not go. Score will stay 28-11. And the second attempt on the way here. Leah sets, dribbles a couple of times in the air, and no good as well. Rebound will be taken underneath by Northwest Whitfield. Here come the Lady Bruins, number 5. That's Sloan Pender. Pender will set up at the top. across the Bulldog logo. Goes right side pass, 22, Callie White. Underneath, the layup is no good from number 5, Sloan Pender. Rebound by Cedartown. Here comes Haven Barclay. Barclay had it knocked out of bounds, and we'll have an inbounds pass at midcourt.
That shows you, Joe, just what presence Marion Barrow has underneath the basket for the Lady Dogs. She was beat on that pass, but she was able to slide over and get just enough in Pender's way to disrupt the shot, which made it go awry. Lady Dogs have the ball back.
Haven Barclay, top of the key. She'll go left side to Marion Barrow. Sets up for a 3. No good, just off the corner of the rim. Rebound by Barclay underneath. Her shot partially blocked, and it's going to be attempted to be saved out of bounds by Leah Washington, and it'll be knocked out of bounds in the process. Goes back to Northwest Whitfield. Lady Bruins are bringing down the floor. Sloan Pender past the Bulldog logo. Right side pass to White, and they go underneath to Pender. Pender backs up. Now they go to Baker. Baker driving and puts up a shot partially blocked, but it goes in anyway. 30-11. Haven Barclay gets the inbounds pass. She'll lob one to Chastity Washington. Now she breaks for the basket. She gets fouled as she tried to go underneath. I don't know if they're going to call it a shooting foul or not. We'll check.
They're going to get number 5, Sloan Pender, on the foul, and it looks like it will be on the floor, Andrew.
On the floor, you're right. Sure will be. Marion Barrow will do the chores. Resets the shot clock to 35. Lob it in to Leah Washington. She gets a loose ball. Now goes out to Chastity. Chastity will try a 3, and that's good. Swish.
Pretty shot there by Chastity Washington. She strikes again. That's her second basket. Her first from beyond the arc, and your score is 30-14.
Three-pointer try up and no good from Northwest Whitfield. Rebound taken by Marion Barrow, and here comes Haven Barclay, who got the pass. Barclay will cross the timeline. She'll pass to Asia Ware. She gets a hot pass, and she gets called for the travel. She was trying to turn around and throw it underneath the basket.
Well, Andrew, she was trying to tiptoe through the tulips there, and she just stepped on one accidentally, turns it over with right at 3 minutes to play. Lady Dogs, though, showing much more life here in this second period than when they were able to in the first period.
Sloan Pender gives number 22, Callie White. And White will look for somebody open. Just able to get it off, and we actually had a timeout call just in case they call the 5 seconds on her. And time was called by Northwest Whitfield. We'll take it with them with 2:51 to play. Cedartown trails at 30-14. Back after this.
Live Wire Surplus. Stop in. Cedar Valley Golf Course has been the place to play golf in Cedartown and Polk County for nearly a century. Locally owned and operated since 1924, Cedar Valley Golf Course offers 18 holes of some of the most beautiful fairways and greens in the area. Cedar Valley Golf Course is a proud supporter of the Cedartown High School Bulldogs and the greater Cedartown and Polk County region. Call for tee time 770-748-9671. Located just south of Cedartown at 1811 Buchanan Highway. Cedartown's original golf course, Cedar Valley Golf Course.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big AA.
Welcome back to the Doghouse. Second of 3 games to be played here this week. Of course, we had a girls-only matchup with Mount Zion on Tuesday, and then, of course, region play today with Northwest Whitfield, and a non-region matchup, girls and boys both, tomorrow against Cartersville here at the Doghouse. So if you have nothing to do this weekend, come on out and watch some hoops here at CHS. Out of a timeout, Northwest Whitfield.
Have a equipment malfunction, I guess is a good way to put it, right now for one of our Lady Dogs. And now it looks like we're ready to go.
Yeah, Leah Washington had to take care of something on the bench, and she's back out there, and we're ready to go. Northwest Whitfield will check it in, and looks like Marion Barrow might have got a hand on it, but they do get it in cleanly.
15 seconds on the shot clock for the Lady Bruins.
White passes wide open underneath. It's Baker up and good.
That's the second time that they've been able to execute that one. Baker was left all up by herself on the backside. No one rotated over.
And it goes to Barclay. Barclay passed it around, now got back, and she goes around a defender, spins, tries to go underneath, ball loose, picks up the loose ball and lays it up and does not go. And the rebound goes back to the Lady Bruins. Had they go number 22 again, that's Callie White. They go underneath in the paint, up and no good. A foul called on Leah Washington. And that will send the Lady Bruins to the free throw line.
That's Leah's first foul of the night, and it's going to send Kennedy Baker to the free throw line for the first time tonight. Baker already with 10 points on the evening for the Lady Bruins.
32-14, now 33-14 on a perfect free throw there from number 3, the sophomore Kennedy Baker. This is also a very young team. Only one senior on this Lady Bruins team. Second free throw is good as well, 33-14. Check that, 30. Is that 35-14?
Yeah, it's going to be 34. There we go. They've got it corrected now.
Here comes Barclay. Barclay gives to Chastity Washington and try to get it to Barrow. Barrow picks up the ball that rolled away. And now Barrow will set up. Right side to Asia Ware, outside the perimeter. And she'll dribble. It's going to be knocked out of bounds by number 5, Sloan Pender. It'll force an inbounds pass with 17 on the 35.
Barrow, during that little bit of a break in the action, was talking with Asia Ware, trying to get everybody on the same page, make sure that we're all doing the same thing.
Washington trying to drive it, and she dribbled it off the foot of a defender. It'll stay with the Lady Bulldogs with 1:52 to play in the first half.
Slow first period for the Lady Dogs, but they've really turned it on here in this second period, but they throw it away to Baker and the Lady Bruins on the inbounds pass.
Baker fakes a 3. Now she'll pass right side. They got it to Pender, and they go underneath. The layup is no good. It'll be out of bounds off Cedartown. Lindsey Harris had a wide open layup, and it did not go, but they'll have another chance.
Whoever's supposed to be filling this hole down low for the Lady Dogs defensively,
it's not happening.
We're missing that assignment somewhere. That's about the second or third wide open shot that Northwest has been able to take, and they've taken much more contested.
Callie White, well, wide open 3 from the right side from number 5. Pender is no good. That another side that wasn't covered. Here's Haven Barclay, who got the rebound. Barclay had it knocked away, but recovered there by Leah Washington. She's in trouble, goes outside to Barclay. Barclay fakes the pass. Now she will pass to Barrow. Marin puts up the shot, no good, off the mark. It'll be out of bounds, and they shield it from us being able to get to it. It goes out, and we will turn it over to the Lady Bruins.
Nobody was home there for the rebound for the Lady Dogs, so it's an easy turnover for Northwest as they lead by 20, as we're just under a minute 15 left to play here in the opening half.
Callie White has it, guarded by Chastity Washington. Washington almost had a knockaway there. Get it to Baker. Baker trying to get around. She'll lob it over here, number 25. Underneath, layup is up. It's good. Number 32, Libby Lee gets into the action for the first time in a while. It's now 36-14.
As long as Marin Barrow is playing defense like she just was on Baker, she's not going to be able to take many shots.
Here's Barrow underneath Washington. Washington in the paint, puts it up. It's no good. No foul called. And she was to the floor pretty hard.
Good strong move to the glass, though.
Underneath, layup is up, and it's going to roll in there and good from Kennedy Baker. But a great pass there from Lexi Lyon to set that up. It's 38-14 with 25 seconds to go. And Lyon almost had an intercepted pass there. Here comes Barclay. 20 seconds to go. Now to Barrow. Shot clock is off. Top of the key back to Barclay. Left side to Chastity Washington. Washington stops, goes back outside. 15-foot jumper straight away. No good from Barclay, and she tries to get her own rebound. It's going to go out, and it will go back to the Bruins with 7 seconds to go in the half.
Haven missed that shot just off to the right. She was able to try to get her own rebound. Like you said, Andrew, just could not corral it before it goes out of bounds. Northwest will throw it in, and they will wait to the last moment to pick it up to try to save some time.
It's Pender to White. White backs up, long 3 from downtown at the buzzer off the front of the rim, and no good. And at the half, Cedartown trails at 38-14. Cedartown had a much better second period than the first period. Only scored 3 points in the first, 11 here in the second. We'll recap that first period, or first half rather, when we come back from this break. Cedartown trails 38-14 to the Northwest Whitfield Lady Bruins. We'll come back in a moment with more coverage from the Doghouse. Cedartown High School basketball is here on the Big Double A.
One of the pillars of a strong community is knowing your neighbors. We believe it's important to know your neighbor. To know that the person down the street selling you your car is the person you'll see grilling with you at the block party. It's important to be a part of a community, and Peach State Ford is proud to be a part of historic Cedartown, Rockmart, and Rome, and even prouder to be rated one of the best in the country in customer service. Nobody knows trucks or people like Peach State Ford.
2076 Rockmart Highway, Cedartown, 866-872-6660.
Cedartown Automotive is your one-stop for all your automotive needs. For oil changes, new tires, or tire repair, brake work, tune-ups, air conditioner service, or repair, think of Cedartown Automotive. Cedartown Automotive is a longtime supporter of Cedartown High School athletics here on WGAA. Cedartown Automotive on East Avenue in Cedartown. Give them a call today at 770-749-5040 or stop by their beautiful location for fast and friendly service. And all the folks at Cedartown Automotive say, go Dawgs!
Looking for a good used vehicle? Don't go out of town. Come see the folks at Dingler Motor Company, 526 North Main Street. Bad credit, no problem. Dingler Motor Company can get you back on the road in no time with their in-house financing. Top quality pre-owned late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Stop by and check out their wide selection at 526 North Main Street across from Livewire Surplus. Call them at 770-748-0906. Search them on Facebook at Dingler Motor Co. That's Dingler Motor Company.
Have you been to Croker's Hardware and Supply lately? Croker's is the place to find everything you need, from boots to fencing, from plumbing supplies to wood and gas stove fittings, everything, even paint and flooring. Whether you're building or repairing, everything you need is right here at Croker's Hardware on East Avenue. Name brands galore right here in your back door. Orca and Yeti coolers and tumblers, case knives, native eyewear, buck stove grills, and more. At Croker's, you can find everything.
Go by and see the friendly staff there at 1192 Rockmart Highway. That's Croker's Hardware in Cedartown.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big Double A.
Welcome back. It is halftime. The Cedartown Lady Bulldogs trail at 38-14, along with Sam Branch, Andrew Carter here with you from the Doghouse. And just a much better second period, although you look at the score and say, well, that's a pretty big lead for Northwest Whitfield, and it is. But compare the first quarter to the second quarter, much better played quarters, kind of a tale of two quarters for the Lady Dogs.
Yeah, absolutely. The first quarter, Lady Dogs only had 3 on the board, and that came very late in that first quarter. It was a 3-point shot by Asia Ware that found its way home, and they gave up 24 points. They gave up 4 3-pointers in the first half, so first period. So, half of Northwest points in that first quarter came from beyond the arc. They scored a total of 24. Let's look at period number 2. Northwest was held to 14 points. Lady Dogs put up 11. So take away that first period, and you've got a very different ball game. Cedartown is not, they're putting some of the pieces together, but they're not able to put the whole puzzle together. But we talked about that Tuesday when we faced, or whenever it was that we faced Mount Zion. Yeah, Tuesday. It was.
Uh-huh.
The Lady Dogs had a really solid third quarter. They did not have a good first, second, or fourth, but they had a really solid third quarter. So as we progress throughout this season with this young team, you want to start putting some of those pieces together. Andrew, I think that you take a look at this and you break it down. Tuesday we had one really good quarter of play. Let's build off of that. Let's see if we can put together 2 really good quarters of play. Because before Tuesday, we really had not had a game where they had a really solid quarter. So let's build upon that. Let's take Tuesday's really solid third period or third quarter, and let's turn that into Friday night. Let's have 2 solid quarters that we can put together. You start doing that and you start building momentum. You start, cutting these leads down by a lot. You do that and mentally you start telling these girls, hey, you can get in this. You can hang with some of these teams, but you've got to be able to string together some good possessions. You've got to be able to string together some really good minutes. You've got to be able to string together some good defensive stands. We've seen that tonight, especially with Marion Barrow. She's been really good defensively, staying on top of whoever she's guarding and sticking with that person. There was one play down down low in particular where, she got her feet set. She got her defensive position. She even crossed her arms so that she couldn't get called for any type of foul there. And then as soon as the shooter got ready to go into that shooting motion, that's when she threw her hands up in her face and tried to cause some disruption, and that worked.
Well, we'll see. We're missing Anna Kate Bussey tonight as well. She is unavailable, actually on crutches. Don't know the extent of whatever injury or ailment she might be having right now, but I would imagine we won't have her for probably at least a week or 2. Marion Barrow suffered an ankle injury in December, and we didn't get her back until, I believe, her first game back was, Tuesday, I believe. Tuesday might have been her first game back, but she had the Christmas break to recoup, but we're right smack in the middle of the season, region play underway. And, of course, next week we'll have a whole slate of region games as well. Lady Bulldogs, though, had a good second period, and I was very impressed with the way we were able to have better ball control, one, and rebounding. Able to take advantage of some of the turnovers they've committed, which haven't been many, but we've been able to take advantage of about, I'd say, maybe half of the turnovers they've committed. And we've kind of limited the turnovers a bit, too. I mean, there have been more than we would want to have, but at this point, when you're talking about 0-9, and we don't want to talk about the record as much because we know that this year is going to be a year to build foundations with, and really the previous year kind of the same way as well. But this is a period of time, and I think the girls know this. And Coach Wigley has been great to instill this in them. He's just telling them, look, y'all have got to play as hard as you can, never give up. There's going to be some tough games, but y'all are building a foundation for a successful future, and I think that's what you got to focus on. If you're the Lady Bulldogs. And I know for a fact that Cedartown basketball is going to be great in the years ahead because what we're seeing at the recreation level and the middle school level, we're just going to move up to this level here in a few years, and I think we're going to be just fine.
I would not be surprised, Andrew, if next year, you would see some really steps in the right direction for this girls team, because we have seen steps in the right direction throughout the season. That's something I felt like, and of course I did not get to do the entire season with you last year, but I got to do a good bit of it. And that was my frustration, I think, and probably a lot of folks' frustration last year is we did not see a lot of steps forward throughout the season. Yeah. This year we're seeing those steps forward. We're seeing those improvements on a night-to-night basis almost. And so I agree with you. The future is bright for this team. And you've got to tip your hat to these girls. They have not given up. They have not slowed down. They have continued to push and continued to fight, just like you said that's something that they need to do, and they've done that.
They're about to come back out on the floor to warm back up here as we're about ready to start half number 2, third quarter of play. Will be coming up in about a minute and a half, so we'll take this 1 minute break and come back with the start of the second half. The Lady Bulldogs trail 38-14 to the Lady Bruins of Northwest Whitfield. Lady Dogs searching for that first win of the 2022-2023 season. Back after this 60-second break here on the Big Double A.
Bradford's Drug Store on North Main Street in Cedartown is your locally owned and operated Good Neighbor Pharmacy. Bradford's accepts most prescription plans, and remember Bradford's for all of your gift and decor needs. Bradford's pharmacist takes time to get to know you, explain your medication, and answer any questions that you may have. Go by and see Bill Brewster and all the fine folks at Bradford's the next time you need a prescription filled. Also use their convenient drive-thru. Bradford's Drug Store, 500 North Main Street, Cedartown, 770-748-3100. And all the folks at Bradford say, go Dogs.
Rocky and Patty Tillery, 2 Cedartown High School graduates, and they stayed right here in the county and went into business. They employ right at 100 people, and they've been doing that for a long time. Most of their work is from out of the county, but they want to push our youngsters here, no matter what they're doing, Little League, Pony League, high school baseball, basketball, football, and soccer, and that's Polk County Public Service. They appreciate serving you.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big Double A.
38-14, the score. The Lady Bruins on top of the Lady Bulldogs. Andrew Carter, along with Sam Branch here, about to begin the third period of play. One thing I mentioned too, the establishment of the link between the recreation and middle school and high school. You've got our assistant recreation director for the city of Cedartown as a community coach on this team, and that's Casey McGee. And I think that's a huge thing as well to have her, who was a great basketball player in her own right at Cedartown High School as well.
Phenomenal basketball player, phenomenal softball player, just all around a really good athlete, and somebody that I think that connects really easily with these girls.
Inbounds pass goes in. Northwest Whitfield will have it. Goes into Sloan Pender, and we're underway here in the third. Pender dribbles around left side. Now she'll back it up and pass back to the center. Three-pointer try from straight away is good off the glass. And number 32, Libby Lee, is starting out pretty hot here in this third. It's 41-14.
That's her second from beyond the arc.
Pass was deflected out of bounds. It was last touched by Northwest Whitfield, they'll call it.
Good play there by Gail Connor.
Yes.
Our very own.
Leah Washington looking for an open passer, and she just gets it in time to Asia Ware. It's going to be out of bounds, blocked away from the basket by Northwest Whitfield. Another inbounds pass coming with 21 on the 35-second clock.
Yeah, that shot did not hit the rim, so we do not have a reset in the shot clock, but we still have plenty of time with 21 seconds as we'll inbound it.
Washington looking for somebody open. And they get it in, and it's going to be intercepted. But she got the ball back on a loose ball. Asia Ware now back to the outside. Ware passes to Barrow. Barrow fakes the three. Now she'll drive it. Back outside now. She'll have to pass. Goes to Barclay. Barclay driving paint. Jumper is blocked and recovered there by Northwest Whitfield. Number 5, Sloan Pender will pick it up.
Yeah, Marion Barrow had a chance for a three-pointer there, but Asia Ware didn't see her open in time and didn't get it over to her.
Layup was no good there from number 25, Lexi Lyon, but they pass back. And again, another layup is no good by Baker, and we have a jump ball called.
Asia Ware tied it up there with Kennedy Baker underneath, and the possession arrow is in favor of the Lady Dogs, so they'll force a turnover here and try to strike here in this second half.
Goes into Barrow, then to Barclay, and now back to Barrow. They pass ahead. They got it to Chastity Washington. She lost the handle, but she's able to recover it. She's got a pass, and the pass is going to be intercepted by number 5, Sloan Pender. Pender dribbles, tries to get around Barclay. Now she'll pass back outside. Wide open from 3. It's no good from number 22, Callie White. And now they'll pass to Barclay. Barclay, Cedartown got the rebound, and here comes Haven. Haven passes. Here's Asia Ware. Stops, puts up a three-pointer, short, and rebound will be taken by Chastity Washington. Washington now drives in the paint, lost the handle, picked up there by the Lady Bruins. They go outside. Here is number 5, Sloan Pender. Pender will stop. Three-pointer try is no good off the side, and another put back from the right end is no good. Rebound will be taken by Cedartown's number 5, Haven Barclay. Almost lost her feet, and now the ball's loose, and she loses possession. And kind of a head tackle there by Chastity Washington. They get it back, though, and Northwest Whitfield will bring everybody down. Here's Pender from 3, and it rings in. Sloan Pender with a three-pointer to make it 44-14.
That's her first from beyond the arc. One thing that you can say, though, about this Lady Bulldogs team, including especially Haven Barclay, is they have one speed, and it is wide open.
Lady Dogs yet to score in this third period. Chastity Washington outside the perimeter. And now she's going to drive it and had it knocked loose, and it's going to be out of bounds. Last touched by the Bruins.
Smart decision there by Washington to just let that one go. Sometimes that's what you've got to do is just be smart, let it go, and hope that it goes your way, and it did for us that time.
15 on the 35-second clock, and we almost ran out of time. We got it in. They're going to wave that off. They're going to call 5 seconds, I think.
They're going to get a foul on number 23.
It'll be Gimby, I believe, and that's fortunate.
Or no, excuse me, number 25, Andrew. 25. That's Lexi Lyon, and that's her second.
Very, very fortunate we didn't get the 5 seconds called because Leah had nobody open, and she was just on the edge of running out of time. They get it into the center. We got a new Lady Dog in there, number 22. Now here's the jumper. Up off the glass, no good. Rebound taken by the Lady Bruins.
Number 20, Iris Ortiz, is also checked into the game for the Lady Dogs.
Pass, the shot was no good. They go back outside. Here's the pass to the center. They go underneath to Kennedy Baker, and it's up and in to make it 46-14.
You know, we need to have a defensive scheme, Andrew, that says somebody stay on number 3, even if she goes to the bathroom or the concession stand. She's got 16 points on the night so far for this Lady Bruins team. We just don't have an answer for her, and we keep leaving her open.
Asia Ware had a pass right to her, and it just goes off her hands. It was a high pass, and they're going to call Asia Ware with a reach-in foul.
Yeah, she got beat there by number 22 for the Lady Bruins, which is Callie White, that senior leadership for Northwest, and she was driving down the far side of the court, and Asia had to stick a hand out just to get her to stop. Otherwise, it was going to be an easy, clean path to the basket and a layup as Northwest sends in a full, fresh 5.
Inbounds pass goes in left side. They're going to try a three-pointer. It's no good. Rebound will be out of bounds. Last touch by Cedartown. That was attempted there by number 34.
She was wide open in this far left corner from beyond the arc. We were lucky that one did not go.
Lady Bruins will have an inbounds pass. They go to the left corner again. She was wide open. And then they go underneath for the layup. No good. Rebound will be taken by Lady Bruins. It goes back outside. They'll check a 3 from there. It's no good. And the rebound taken by Haven Barclay when a late jump ball was called. It's going to go back to the Lady Bruins. Cedartown had the ball, was heading down there, but apparently Two sets of hands were on there.
We were getting ready to take our second step with it, Andrew, and they called that. So it was a really late jump ball call, and we've got a stoppage in play. It looks like we've got another equipment malfunction for Northwest, so they'll send somebody out and bring number 4, Rachel Edwards, into the game.
That was Mia Triana who had to come out of the game. Here's number 34. Now top of the key pass went to number 23. That's Gimby. Gimby will lob a pass. Now they go back underneath. Wide open from underneath. The layup is going to go in.
And once again, Andrew, we continue to not be able to fill that spot defensively, and it keeps costing us easy baskets.
Here comes Haven Barclay. Pass goes to Asian Ware on the left side. Ware will go to Bella Howe. We got a timeout called by Coach Wigley. Full timeout with 4 minutes to go here in the third period. Back after this word from our Bulldog sponsors.
Live Wire Surplus. Stop in today at 546 North Main Street. New items are arriving all the time. At Live Wire, they have unbelievable deals on lawnmowers, weed eaters, and leaf blowers. But that's not all. How about your patio? Live Wire has top-of-the-line grills, patio tables and chairs, fire pits, and so much more. All fresh off the truck, brand new, still packaged, and priced to sell. Live Wire Surplus, 678-861-5021. Take your truck. You're going to need it to load up on the savings. Cedar Valley Golf Course has been the place to play golf in Cedartown and Polk County for nearly a century. Locally owned and operated since 1924, Cedar Valley Golf Course offers 18 holes of some of the most beautiful fairways and greens in the area. Cedar Valley Golf Course is a proud supporter of the Cedartown High School Bulldogs and the greater Cedartown and Polk County region. Call for tee time 770-748-9671, located just south of Cedartown at 1811 Buchanan Highway. Cedartown's original golf course, Cedar Valley Golf Course.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big AA.
Lady Dogs will have the inbounds pass with 18 on the shot clock. Here comes Barclay. Barclay driving. Oh, they went right over the head of Iris Ortiz, and it goes out of bounds. 3:58 to play here in the third. The inbounds pass goes into number 23, Kaylee Gimby. Gimby top of the key for Northwest. Pass left side goes to 34. 34 passes to the right to number 14, Aurora McClure. And now the ball is loose, picked up on the floor on the roll. And go underneath. That shot is partially blocked, but the putback is going to go. Number 11, I believe, got that. Lindsey Harris, 50-14. Cedartown has yet to score in this third period.
That time we did rotate somebody over to the backside, Andrew, but she was just too strong, taking it up to the basket. And we've got a travel and a turnover for the Lady Dogs.
3 coming in for the Lady Bulldogs here. Looks like Chastity Washington comes back in, as well as Barclay, and also number 23 into the game for the first time. That is
Belle Willis.
Belle Willis.
Andrew, part of the struggles continue for the Lady Dogs with just being able to control the ball and to execute on passes.
They try to go underneath. Ball loose, picked up there by Marin Barrow. And now to Chastity Washington, comes down near side. Washington lobs a pass now to Barclay. Barclay back to Barrow. Barrow drives, gets between 2 defenders and draws contact and a foul, and she'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Yep, she just said, I'm going to take it straight to the basket, and we'll see if somebody will stop me. Well, 2 defenders tried to, but they get number 14, Laura McClure, for the foul, and that will send Marin Barrow to the free throw line. This will be her first trip of the night. She's got 6 points on the night so far, and all 6 of those coming from beyond the arc as she misses the first of 2 free throws. Barrow, one of the leaders on this Lady Dog team. Between her and Haven Barclay, they've really got the most experience, but she misses her second free throw.
Here comes number 23, that's Gimby. Gimby left side. 3:05 to play. That's knocked away there by Barrow. Barrow really, ever since even her freshman year, she kind of became one of the leaders on the team, even though there were a couple of upperclassmen, but it's basically the same core from last year, and that's another reach-in foul. They're going to call that on number 2.
It's going to be Macy, or our number 2, or theirs. Okay, they're going to call it on our number 2. You can see that foul, but it's on Marin Barrow. That's her first. It'll stay Northwest ball.
Left side, wide open from 3. It's no good. And now we got 3 players on the ground still to fight for the ball. A travel will be called on Northwest Whitfield, and Cedartown will get the ball back.
Yeah, McClure was able to get it, but then she kind of rolled with it, and that was enough to call the travel. So it'll be a turnover, and the Lady Dogs will get it back. Cedartown still searching for its first points of this second half. They trail 50-14 as we approach 2:45 left to play here in the third period.
Blair gets around a defender, stops. Now she commits a travel. And 2:40 will go to a couple of turnovers on travels for each side, and it's going to go back to Northwest Whitfield here as number 23, Gimby, will pass it in.
We've talked about it, but it's one of those things where it's the mark of a young team. Turn the ball over a lot, and that's what you get when you have a young team without a lot of experience.
Underneath the basket, layup is no good. Rebound taken by Cedartown, but it's going to be out of bounds. Last touch by Northwest Whitfield, they'll say.
Yeah, Belle Wills was headed for the loose ball, but she was not able to get there in time, and that's quite all right because it ended up being a turnover, and it went our way anyways.
Haven Barclay, top of the key now. Passes to Marin Barrow. Lost the handle for a moment. Picks it back up, and she had a player right in her face. They're going to call her for a double dribble, but let me tell you something. The defender was really kind of pushing Marin in the face there, and Coach Wigley was right there and saw it happen and was complaining to the official, said, hey.
Yeah, but I
see
think
what I saw.
I think he did. I think the problem is, in his opinion, she committed the double dribble first.
Wide open from the layup. It's good from number 4, Rachel Edwards, 52-14, 1:53 to play.
That's Edwards' first points of the game.
And here's Barclay past the timeline at the top of the key.
Cedartown getting ready to make some substitutions at the next stoppage of play.
To Barclay, they're going to call a foul away from the play. Number 14 gets called for the foul, Allura McClure.
That is her second. And we've got a couple of subs coming in. We've got Iris Ortiz coming in, as well as Shayna Chavez. Asia Ware will come to the bench for the Lady Dogs, as well as Marin Barrow. So you're taking pretty much all of your height off the floor except for Haven Barclay right now.
And it goes in. Shot was no good, off the mark and out of bounds off of Northwest Whitfield. And Cedartown will have it back here with 23 on the 35-second clock. And it goes to Barclay. Barclay stops. Jumper is no good. Rolls out, no good. Rebound taken by them. Down the floor they go. Number 4, Rachel Edwards, stops and lets everybody else catch back up. Goes left side. A pass to the left wing. Now back to the top of the key. 34 has it for them. We don't have her name on our list. We do apologize. Driving to the hoop. Lost the handle. Goes out of bounds. They're going to call it a block off Cedartown.
Haven Barclay was able to get her hand in that one and knock it away, but unfortunately it goes out of bounds, and she was the last one to touch it, so it will stay with Northwest. But good defense by this Lady Dogs team.
Jumper no good. Cedartown with some pretty good contact, but they go outside wide open from 3. It's well short, but the putback is up and in from number 33, Mia Triana.
Yeah, we got away with one on that one. Iris Ortiz made a good defensive play on the first shot, but on that second one, she was all over Triana, but no call. And Cedartown will have it on our end of the floor, and we'll have a stoppage in play for a foul on Northwest. It's on number 4, which is Rachel Edwards.
Haven Barclay had the ball, and she was trying to get past her. It'll be a foul on the floor. Chastity Washington will check it in. Chastity looking. She'll go to Haven Barclay. 58 seconds to go here in the third period. Lady Dogs looking for their first points of this third and running out of time. Here's Chavez. Chavez dribbles around, tries to lob it out of bounds. Last touch by Northwest. Cedartown will have the ball back. Only 10 seconds on the shot clock.
And that's an example of again, inexperience there. Washington was covered up, but she didn't want to move. You got to make a move.
And it goes to Barclay with 7 on the clock. 6-5. Chastity puts up a shot. It's no good. Rebound taken by the Lady Bruins. The go-ahead now, number 23, Kaylee Gimby. Gimby goes around, right side pass, and it's going to be lost out of bounds. It'll stay. It'll be Cedartown ball, I think.
We're waiting for a call from the official. The official on the far sideline has not made the call. She was going to give it to the official.
It's going to be the Bruins.
Yep. She was deferring to the other official, and he made a late call on that.
Shot no good there from Northwest. Rebound goes to Cedartown. Shot clock off with 20 seconds to play. Here's Ortiz, and Ortiz gets fouled.
They're going to get number 34. Again, we don't have her name, but we've got her number, and that is her second on the night. It'll be on the floor.
17 seconds to go.
It's Northwest 5th of this third period.
Barclay dribbles around, stops, puts up a shot, no good. It was touched by Northwest Whitfield. And Cedartown will have 9 seconds on the clock with an inbounds pass here in the third.
don't panic. Even though you've only got 9 seconds, you do have time to make a good play and get a shot off before time expires, and that's not going to do it.
No, they try to get it in there, and it was a short pass. This clock has not started yet. Still has not started. Should be the clock never did start. That should be 9 seconds anyway off the clock. Our clock on our screen ran down, but the scoreboard clock never did start. They finally did right there at the basket. They're going to run the time off, and it'll be the judgment of the referee when they do it, so it's going to be 2 seconds on the clock. And it goes left side, dribbling around, now to the top. No time for the shot. It was up and no good anyway, and at the end of 3, Cedartown trails by a score of 54-14. Fourth period coming up after this 60-second break.
One of the pillars of a strong community is knowing your neighbors. We believe it's important to know your neighbor. To know that the person down the street selling you your car is the person you'll see grilling with you at the block party. It's important to be a part of a community, and Peach State Ford is proud to be a part of historic Cedartown, Rockmart, and Rome, and even prouder to be rated one of the best in the country in customer service. Nobody knows trucks or people like Peach State Ford.
2076 Rockmart Highway, Cedartown, 866-872-6660.
Cedartown Automotive is your one-stop for all your automotive needs. For oil changes, new tires, or tire repair, brake work, tune-ups, air conditioner service, or repair, think of Cedartown Automotive. Cedartown Automotive is a longtime supporter of Cedartown High School athletics here on WGAA. Cedartown Automotive on East Avenue in Cedartown. Give them a call today at 770-749-5040 or stop by their beautiful location for fast and friendly service. And all the folks at Cedartown Automotive say, go Dogs!
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big AA.
It's 54-14. There'll be 6 minutes on the clock to start the fourth period of play. And Cedartown will have it. It's Bella Howe, top of the key. Pass now to Chavez. Chavez lost the handle. It's going to roll out of bounds, and it will be Lady Bruins basketball.
We also would think that it would be a running clock, but it's not.
I don't think they. It's either a running clock or
6 minutes.
Or 6 minutes.
You don't get both? Not even with a 40-point deficit?
Nope. 23 has it now. That's to the outside. A three-pointer try is no good. Rebound taken by Lindsey Harris. Now they go to the left end for a long three. That one's going to not go. And the rebound putback is good from underneath. And
that was number 33, Mia Triana. She was able to get that putback.
56-14. Lady Dogs held scoreless in that third quarter. And a whistle and a travel was called on number 23.
I'm not going to say anything. I wasn't watching. If that was a travel, it was minimal.
Continuing.
Yep. Continuing.
Top of the key. Now we go underneath in the paint. Trying to get a shot, and there's no travel. There was 3 different travels there, and no call was made there. I don't know. Maybe they just couldn't see the feet. Here's Rachel Edwards. Now to the right side, they'll pass. Wide open from 3. It's up, and it's good. That's number 11, Lindsey Harris. 59-14.
Tough second half for this Lady Bulldogs team. We'll see if they can put something together here in this fourth period.
Bella Howe goes to left side. Here's Ortiz. Now jumper up and no good. Rebound taken by number 33, Mia Triana. She'll give now to Edwards. Put up is no good. Rebound taken by Cedartown's number 23. That's Bella Wills. And Chastity Washington lays it up and in.
Good strong drive straight to the basket for Washington. And that's Cedartown's first points of this second half, and that is Washington's 7th of the night so far.
Three-pointer try right side, no good. Rebound will be lost out of bounds. Number 14, Allure McClure was trying to get to it.
Yep, that 3 was launched by Rachel Edwards in the far left corner, and McClure just could not track it down. She'll get a break, and number 34 for the Lady Bruins will check back in. She's really the only one. We've got a couple in for Northwest that are close to getting in that questionable foul territory. They've got 4 players with 2 fouls each. Cedartown playing with 1 player with 2 fouls as a three-pointer is on the way and it's good.
Number 23 with a three-pointer.
Belle Willis. She strikes from beyond the arc. That is Cedartown's 5th.
There's a steal. Here comes Chastity Washington. Washington in the paint will lay it up, and that one is no good. The rebound will be taken by by Chavez, and she gets it pulled away from her. They'll pass that one ahead to Edwards. Edwards in the paint, lay it up, good, and the foul.
We'll
61-19.
Good hustle there by Chastity Washington. She knew she was beat, but she was not going to give number 11, Lindsey Harris, an easy basket. So Harris now with a chance for a three-point play. This is Harris's first trip to the free throw line.
It's up and no good. Rebound will be taken by Cedartown. Number 21, Chastity Washington. Oh, she dribbled it out of bounds.
She was trying to track that one down, and I think her feet just kind of got a little ahead of the rest of her body, and she just was unable to carry that one with her. So it's a turnover for the Lady Dogs.
And it goes to number 23 for Northwest. Now back to the top is 34. And now a three-pointer try is no good. Rebound taken by Iris Ortiz. Here comes Chastity Washington. Washington down the floor, top of the key. And now she'll pass to the right side. That's number 22. Now they'll go. A quick shot from the center is up and no good from number 23, Bella Wills. And the rebound will be taken by the Lady Bruins. Edwards outside the three-point line. They give behind her to number 34, who puts in a three-pointer. 64-19 with 2:37 to go here in the fourth quarter in the ball game.
That is her second from beyond the arc. Northwest is a really good long ball shooting team, and they have not been afraid to show that off here tonight in the region opener.
Bella Howe passes last to Belle Wills. Now here's her Chavez, and we've got a whistle and a jump ball call.
Next year, I would lobby for Coach Levi Wigley if if Bella Howe and Belle Wills are on the team again next year, that we give them numbers that are separated by more than just one.
Please.
Bella Howe is number 22 and Belle Wills is number 23, and they can sometimes confuse us.
Of course, it's not all about the broadcasters, is it? Never is.
Unfortunately, no.
There's a foul call underneath. Coach Wigley wanted a charge, and I think it was a charge.
Yep, they're going to get number 14, Alora McClure, on the charge for Northwest, and it'll be a turnover. Cedartown will get it back with right at 2:10 left to play here in this region opener here at Cedartown High School. Boys are to follow. If you haven't made it out to Cedartown High School yet, you got plenty of time to come out and cheer on our Bulldogs live in person.
Ortiz dribbles, tries to take it to the hoop, and she'll get fouled as she goes up for a shot. That'll send her to the line.
We're going to get number 33, Mia Triana, and that is her third, and it's going to send Ortiz to the free throw line for the first time tonight, looking for her first points for tonight's contest.
Varsity boys in the tunnel waiting to come out on the floor when this one concludes. First free throw is good.
For those of you that joined us late, yes, we are running about an hour behind schedule.
And the reason being is because they added a JV girls game that wasn't originally on the schedule. That one is also good.
We need to get her in the game more often and get her fouled. Those were two really pretty free throws from Ortiz.
64-21 with 1:50 to play in this ball game. Left side pass. They go underneath. 22 seconds on the shot clock. Now outside, they'll lob it underneath to the right side. Now they get it out to Rachel Edwards. She'll try a long three. No good. Put back is good off the glass from number, I believe, 33, Mia Triana.
Yep, she had a good position there to get the rebound, and then she was able to get it to go high off the back glass. 66-21 is your score, and we're under a minute and a half to play.
Three-pointer attempt up and no good from number 22, Bella Howe. It goes out of bounds, and Cedartown will turn it over. By the way, some of the Cedartown High School baseball players just arriving here to watch the ball game. They just recently had their tryouts, and the season starts in less than a month for high school baseball.
Can you believe it?
I cannot believe it. Seems like we just had football just a few weeks ago. It was just a few weeks ago.
It was, but that's a good sign.
It is a good sign. Top of the key. When football season and baseball season are separated by just over
weeks
a month
instead of months,
yes.
Yeah, you're in good shape.
You're in good shape. Three-pointer try is up, and it's short off the front of the rim. Rebound by Cedartown's Chavez. And they give a hand to number 23. That's Wills. Wills now to the top. Chavez to Ortiz. Jumper from Ortiz is no good, and the rebound will be taken. 36 seconds to go in the game. Cedartown about to fall to 0-10. To 34. Now they go underneath. That one was lost, and now we have a whistle and a foul called on the reaching attempt there on Chastity Washington, I believe. No. We get Bella Howe, I think. 23?
Yeah. Belle Wills.
Wills.
I was in agreement with you, Andrew. I thought that Washington just picked up her fourth, but no, they'll get Wills, and that'll be her first.
There is about a half-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Three-pointer try left in, no good. Rebound will be taken. Now they'll turn the shot clock off. Cedartown got the rebound. Here comes number 22. That's Bella Howe. Howe with 8 seconds. She'll try a long three. Rebound. Oh, she stepped out of bounds as she got it with 6 seconds to go.
Long three by Howe, and it was off the mark, and Wills was trying to track down the rebound, and she just stepped out of bounds, and so it'll be a turnover.
Final score here will be 66-21 in about 5 seconds. They go inbounds unless they try to put up a shot quickly, and they will. A three-pointer, no good, and that'll be it, folks. The final score, Cedartown falls to Northwest Whitfield 66-21 as we go to 0-1 in region play. And we'll come back in about 60 seconds to wrap this broadcast up and get you ready for the boys matchup in about 15 minutes. Cedartown basketball is here on the Big AA.
Looking for a good used vehicle? Don't go out of town. Come see the folks at Dingler Motor Company, 526 North Main Street. Bad credit, no problem. Dingler Motor Company can get you back on the road in no time with their in-house financing. Top quality pre-owned late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Stop by and check out their wide selection at 526 North Main Street across from Livewire Surplus. Call them at 770-748-0906. Search them on Facebook at Dingler Motor Co. That's Dingler Motor Company.
Are you ready for steel? Equipment, that is. At Croker's Hardware in Cedartown, we've got all the steel equipment. Blowers and shredder vacs, chainsaws, augers and drills, trimmers and brush cutters. We're very proud to be a retailer for the steel product line. As an independent dealer, we can provide many services that the big box chain stores just can't match. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff is always ready to help you select the equipment that meets your specific needs. So call Croker's for a steel today. That's 770-748-4842 to learn more about steel in Cedartown.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big AA.
Final score, Cedartown falls to Northwest Whitfield in the girls matchup, 66-21 the final. You know, Sam, we talked about such a good second period the Lady Dogs had, and then third quarter came and they couldn't get anything going.
No, they couldn't. They didn't have any points there in the second or third period there, and they gave up 16 points. In the fourth quarter, they were able to get some points, but of course, by that time, both teams had swapped out their starters and were letting their bench players get a lot of action. 7 points were scored by the Lady Dogs in that fourth quarter, and they gave up 12. Leading scorer for the Bulldogs, the Lady Dogs tonight, I should say, is Chastity Washington. She finished the night with 7 points. Marion Barrow finished the night with 6 points. All of those came from beyond the arc. And then you had Asia Ware, who finished the night with 3, which was a three-pointer, as well as Belle Wills, who had one from beyond the arc for 3. Iris Ortiz finished the night with 2 points, and those 2 points might be her first points of the season so far. So once again, a good showing in a quarter for the Lady Dogs, but they weren't able to string together anything more than that. We also saw some good action, though, from the Lady Dogs that were on the bench. Those second-string players did really well for Cedartown tonight. In Northwest, they was able to, just jump out to a really big lead there to start things, and it was all kind of downhill from there. They had a 24-3 lead going into the second period, and it's just hard to bounce back from something like that. Lady Dogs will fall to 0-10 on the season. Northwest Whitfield will improve to 6-7, and they will pick up a win in region play as we are opening region play tonight here at CHS.
We'll come back here in about 12 minutes with the start of the boys matchup, so be sure to stay with us for that. We'll start a new video on Facebook Live, YouTube, and the NFHS Network. Stay with us here on the radio for the next broadcast of Cedartown High School basketball, which will be in about 12 minutes. Sam Branch, my broadcast partner. I'm Andrew Carter. Your final score, the Lady Dogs fall 66-21 to Northwest Whitfield. We'll talk to you in a bit here on the Big AA.
W291 DS Cedartown. Your home for the Cedartown High School Bulldogs. AM 1340 and now 106.1 FM WGAA. The Big Double A.